Hey, hello everybody. This is Elle Abbott in San Diego, and we're here with the second series of TKO H2O, coming to you live. Mike Petroselli from Palm Desert, California, here to tell you the truth about Enagic USA and Kangen water. So here he is, Mike Petroselli.
Great, thanks, Elle. Hey everybody, we're doing series number 2 here. Series number 1 was an absolute success because there's a lot of untruth out there in the industry and everybody's picking on Kangen water. So we want to set the record straight once again because so far nobody has stepped up to do this. So Elle came up with this concept that we're going to share videos with you as often as we can. So this is number 2 in our series. What I want to talk to you tonight about is let's just say the doctors that we have on board with us, the publications that we have on board with us, and if we have time during this video, a little bit about the certifications. This book came into my life a few years ago. It's written by a good friend of mine here, Dr. Dave Carpenter, and it's called Change Your Water, Change Your Life. This is actually a tagline for the Enagic company. Now, inside this book, it talks about a lot of unique things when it comes to water, how ionized water can help you, how it can change the way that you feel with pain relief, actually testimonials. This is a really great publication. It's a great publication to own, but inside this book, Dr. Dave Carpenter, who's got a list of credentials a mile long, is just one of many medical spokespeople for the Kangen Water Enagic company. And what Dr. Dave talks about in this book is what machine you need to own. And he actually addresses the Enagic SD501. The reason that this book is the one I'm going to show you first and why I feel it's so important is because what Dave did was he traveled the world. He actually went to a lot of different countries and he bought a lot of different machines. And what he did was he tested these machines. I believe Dave had started with at least 7 machines before it even started to pique his interest. Now he took these machines apart and he tested these machines inside and out. He found out what they were made of. Then he bought an Enagic SD501, and he's been a tremendous influence and a good part of our company ever since then. So that's one publication that Enagic's mentioned in. The second one is this one here. This is called Killing Cancer, Not People. This is a phenomenal publication by a gentleman by the name of Robert Wright. Now, Bob Wright is an author, he is a speaker, he is the founder of the American Anti-Cancer Institute. Keyword is anti. Now, if you're to own this book, or actually if you get a copy and you open this book and you turn to chapter 6, what it's going to tell you right here is restructured ionized water could save your life. Now, he's got a lot of great things that he talks about in here as well, especially increasing the alkalinity leads to decreasing the oxidation in your body. These things get done through ionized alkaline antioxidant water. But what's most important to me about this publication when it relates to our company is that what Bob will say in this book is you need to own one product. If you're interested in staying healthy, if you're interested in detox, and if you're interested in remaining cancer-free in your lifetime, there is one machine that he recommends, the Enagic SD501. It'll also say in this book that it might be a little bit pricey for some people, but it's pound for pound, it's the best machine in the world, it's absolutely worth it, and this is important. Bob owns our product, but he doesn't sell our product. He had a choice of being a distributor or not, and our company wanted him to be a distributor. But what Bob chose to do was spread the word instead of perhaps being a distributor and let's just say making money off of our product. So the very last line of chapter 6 says he has no financial interest in the Enagic company. He receives no financial remuneration from the company as well. But he will tell you that this SD501 by Enagic just blows away these knockoff machines that are on the internet. And that's real important for someone who's perhaps your life depends on it. And you know what? A lot of times people think, well, I'm not sick and I'm not dying, so my life doesn't depend on it. Bob and myself, we both think you need to reevaluate that thought because whether you're feeling sick or not, yeah, your life depends on it. So, here's another book that is an all-time favorite for our company. This is written by a medical spokesperson for our company. His name is Dr. Hiromi Shinya. Now, at the time of this publication, it says on the cover almost 2 million sold, over 2 million sold. Now, Dr. Shinya has a few covers on this book. This is the second cover here. This one says How to Live Long and Never Be Sick. The first edition of this, which I still have, says Cure Cancer. Most people will get put in jail for that. Now keep in mind, knockoff machines is not what he's talking about. He is not a distributor for our company. He owns our product. He treats royalty, kings, queens. As a matter of fact, just so you know, in the late 60s, Dr. Hiromi Shinya invented the technique for the colonoscopy. He is the absolute founder of that technology and the co-founder of the device. Inside this book, it talks about one product. It talks about Kangen water specifically, no other water out there. I've met Dr. Shinya personally, I've seen his presentations live, and on his slides, what it says is, when you change your diet, there's some very important things. 3 key items. Each time on those slides, it will say Kangen water. It won't say water from a machine that's sold on the internet, that's you know, out of somebody's garage someplace, or out of some little tiny little office somewhere of some distributor or a reseller or an aftermarket assembler or labeler. Because that's what's out there. It's not a Kangen water machine, it's not an Enagic machine that he recommends. Excuse me, it's an Enagic machine that he recommends. On the back of this book right here, it will say, drinking Kangen water can help cure obesity. It will also say inside this book, inside this front cover here, he explains why none of the thousands of his cancer patients over the years following his advice have ever had a relapse of cancer. 0. What he means by following his advice is an alkaline diet and one kind of water, Kangen water. That's all there is to it. Very simple. There's so many different publications out there, so many different books. These just happen to be 3 of the first ones that we're going to introduce you to. So keep in mind, we're talking about the world's finest product. We're talking about a medically approved product with certifications in Japan. It's the only medical product for sale in the United States. So if you're shopping on the internet, just remember there's no such thing as the internet police to arrest these people who are not telling the truth out there. They can put whatever they want on the internet. So keep in mind, this is credible stuff. So I just want to thank Elle for taking the time to do another video for us, and we'd love your suggestions on what else that we can do, and we really appreciate your time. Thank you. God bless.